CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. We are back today with another Boom Beach video, and in today's video we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Now, this just recently happened where we got a bunch of news from the developers of Boom Beach about everything from the current state of the game, the future of the game, next HQ update, and all that good stuff. So I wanted to cover this for those of you that missed it and go over some of this exciting information because it seems like there may be an update just on the horizon here. So we're going to talk about all this. We're going to go over all the questions and answers and just kind of expand on it a little bit and make it easier for you guys to understand that don't want to go digging through Reddit or the Discord server to find all of this information. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Big shout out to those of you using that code CHICKEN in the shop. And yeah, so let's just dive into it. What do we say? So, does Boom Beach have any plans for adding a new HQ level in the future? Here's the answer. We are in the process of designing and implementing the next block of HQs, 26 to 30, which will be rolled out over the next 2 years. How cool is that? So we are going to have HQ 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So we're going to have 5 major updates over the course of the next 2 years. That's really exciting because the way it was left a long time ago was that Boom Beach is not getting any major updates. They did kind of talk about that, and I don't know, is something to do with the code or the state of the game or whatever. That's all out the door. So we got a new dev team now. We got lots of work happening, lots of updates, lots of action in the Boom Beach world. So it's exciting. It's exciting news. And we can tie this back into every year Supercell posts a huge report basically about just kind of how all their games are doing and all that stuff. And the CEO, Ika, I think his name is, he basically said what they wanted to do was instead of keep releasing these new games that, keep working on these new games that never come out, they wanted to really focus on the live games. And I think that, we can see that clearly right here with this, that they're going to, be putting more time into Boom Beach and more time into their other games that are live now. So let's go over some of these next ones. So is it possible to upgrade the sculptor later to place more statues? The answer is yes. Are further season passes in the works? And if so, are further sceneries for the base, meaning skins, also planned / in the works? Winter or night base? Also, any chance, like Clash of Clans, one could buy the sceneries later on for money or gems, or maybe get them as a later reward for finishing the pass? So the answer to that is yes, future seasons are in the works. The Boom Pass is a permanent feature just like Warships. We are planning a wide variety of cosmetic rewards. Since we just launched the cosmetic rewards, no hard plans just yet. Firmly believe that anything in the game should eventually be available to a player regardless of when they started. We of course do not want to make it easier / cheaper later. The best way to earn cosmetics should always be the Boom Pass. So if you don't get something in the Boom Pass, then don't get, don't be worried because like he just said, you'll have the chance of unlocking it at some point in the future. Everything will become available, but yeah, probably the cheapest way and the easiest way is just to get it when it comes available through the Boom Pass. Any new troops, either proto troops or normal troops? All right, this should be interesting. So the answer is we can make versions of existing units, such as the Hidden Warrior, fairly easily. These would be used to spice up warships down the road. As for permanent main base units, is there still a niche that needs filling? We do not at present have an idea that screams new base troop. As for proto troops, we already have more than we can use. We need to think about a better way on how we can use them. That's kind of interesting. So he's basically saying that they can make alterations to current troops, just like the Hidden Warrior, or what comes to mind for me is the Melon Bombardier, the Cryo Bomber, adding new effects. I think that could be cool, like an Ice Scorcher might be kind of fun, or a heavy chopper that drops rocket choppers instead of heavies would be, severely OP, but it could be interesting. Maybe not to have in warships, but yeah, that's what we got for new troops, I guess. Next question, will there be new buildings added to the main island, and will we get new gameplay features? With each new HQ level, we intend to include new gameplay features. That includes new buildings as well. That's really all we can ask for, right? Is new HQ levels, and on top of that, new buildings, new defensive buildings, I'm assuming, or, offensive research stuff, I guess, that are going to have different gameplay mechanics. That's as exciting as it gets right there. What is the team working on right now? Did Boom Pass deliver the results you wanted as far as player interaction goes? The team is working on everything, yes. Kind of a robotic answer, but that's good news, I guess. Next question. Are you planning Warships 2.0? Are you planning to redesign the archipelago map graphic / visual upgrade? Are there any plans to add a second... This is a lot of questions. Are there any plans to add a second hero to attacks? Can any development be expected on the task forces? Maybe something could replace the operation system. Better task force search and local task force leaderboard. That's something that people have been asking for like literally forever. Player profile and some personal stats. Not 2.0, but further enhancements. Okay, I'm not sure what he really meant by Warships 2.0. Like another kind of Warships mode, I feel like that would be too much. But as long as they're, planning to expand upon it and, make changes to it, then that's great. Redesign the archipelago graphic visual upgrade. No, that's interesting because I feel like that could use an overhaul. And that is what most new players probably coming to the game see right away, right? It's just the basic map with all the islands that you can attack. Adding a second hero to an attacks. It has been mentioned, so we may set up some tests some way at some point. 2 heroes in 1 attack would be very interesting. Imagine having Bullet and Kavan, like Bullet in front and then Kavan in the back reviving stuff. That would be ridiculous. Can any development be expected on the task forces? Maybe something could replace the operation system. Yes, and maybe... yeah, so he's basically saying that they're hoping to make that stuff better, I guess, is what I took away from it. Next question. Have the devs considered reworking any existing features or gameplay? For example, lowering troop training costs. The answer was, this game has over the years been maintained and expanded, but only rarely updated. As a result, pretty much every feature, from matchmaking to Cycle of Evil to Task Forces to Mega Crab, feels outdated or stale. After all, the new hotness, Warships, is 5 years old. That's wild. That's wild. That means we do want to update pretty much everything in the game. Training costs are a balancing factor. It's funny because when you think of Warships in terms of like the Boom Beach universe, it's like, oh, it's the new game mode. That's wild that it's 5 years old now. So that about wraps it up for the really exciting news, guys, that I wanted to share with the community, just to let you guys know that are in the works or on the way from Supercell. It's really exciting, and I'm hoping to get Nunu to come on for a video at some point and maybe dive a little bit more into some of these Q&As. It is exciting, and it's interesting. And, yeah, new HQ levels and new buildings, new troops possibly, 2 heroes on 1 attack. Changes coming to Warships, and they're aware of all of the issues of the staleness, and like you said, the Warship's been 5 years old. It's time to update it. So that's exciting stuff. I hope you guys are excited to hear that news, and let me know what you think down below in the comments. We'll catch you next one, guys. Check it out. Back.